kids, Larissa here, and I'm going to be doing today's Kids Corner. Now, don't mind all this holiday decor behind me. I know it's technically past Christmas, but I really wanted to keep the holiday spirit alive this year. So today I'm actually going to be baking some bread. Now, I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk to you about yeast. Yeast is a vital ingredient in a lot of our baking goods, such as the bread that I'm going to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make 2 batches of bread, one with yeast in it and one without. Now, I actually have already put in our flour, our sugar, our salt, and our butter. And now I'm going to add the yeast that's been in some warm water for about 10 minutes to our ingredients. I'm going to stir it all together, knead it up, and then let it proof for about 45 minutes. And then we'll see what happens next. So both of my bowls have been proofing for a while now. What do you think happened to the one with the yeast in it? Let's see. So I had the yeast in this bowl, and you can see that the dough is much more risen, and if we feel it, it bounces back, and it's a lot more elastic than the one without. So I'm gonna put these both in the oven now, and we're gonna see what happens next. Our bread has risen, it's baked, and let's see what the results are. Wow, look how big this bread with the yeast is compared to the bread without. Not only is this bread softer, it also is more inviting and looks so much yummier to eat than this hard and dense piece of bread that we have here. So kids, I know it's been really fun doing all this baking, but what do you think yeast and bread has to do with Jesus? To me, putting yeast in bread is an analogy to bringing Jesus into your life. Sure, if you live a life without Jesus, you'll be able to survive and get by, just as you could technically survive by eating this denser, thicker bread, but it won't have the same rich, full, and comforting warmth that the bread with yeast has. Just as yeast helped this loaf rise and grow, so will having Jesus in your life help you to live a life to its best potential. Now, Pastor Brandon is going to be talking about John 7 and 8 this week. In these chapters, it tells stories where people didn't understand the point of Jesus. They were living lives similar to yeastless bread. But God wants a better life for us. So that's why he sent Jesus to give us a new life, one that's full and rich, like adding yeast to bread.